Hello everyone, hope you're all well. Okay, so I was just gilding these leaves, and these are old ones from, actually is that the back? No, is it? No, that's the front. Yeah, that's the back. Yeah, so anyway, I got distracted for a minute there. So yeah, I'm just gilding these leaves that I've had for a few years now. I've been pressing new leaves, and I'll show you them in a little while, but yeah, I just thought I'd switch the camera on. I was thinking, oh, you know, it'd be nice for you to see. I mean, not that there's any great task to it or anything, it's just, I'm just, you know. But what I should have done really first was just go over it with some matte medium to protect the leaf, really. I might do that now. Sorry, I should have thought about doing this at such a gel medium. Here we go. I'll do that now. I'll just put a little bit on there, and that just preserves it a little bit. Sorry about all being last minute. Where are all my brushes? Don't use that one. Oh goodness me, can't find a brush. There's one. Okay, right, I'll just use the flat edge one. So I'm just going, this is a rose leaf. Isn't that beautiful? It's perfectly pressed. I do like both sides, but this is the true side, if you want to call it that. So I'm just going to do the back. I'll just put some of this on, and it will just protect it when I come to putting the gold. I didn't do it for these, as I said, but so this is just gold wax, PBO gilding wax. It's lovely, and I've had it for a good few years and I've hardly used any of it, so it's very economical. And I've used it in journals and things like that in the past. Anyway, I hope you're all doing okay. And welcome to any new subscribers. I am really full of thoughts of Christmas journals. I don't normally do lots of journals over Christmas, but, well, I did a couple of years ago, but then last year I just did one, I think. Yeah, I did my own. It was that red one that I did. It was beautiful, even though I do say so myself. But I'm full of those thoughts that I procrastinate, but also planning, working out what I want. And I've already started putting papers together to use in them. So, I've got some idea of what I'm going to do, at least with 2 of them. So I'm going to make some notebooks, style ones. I'll make lots of different styles, I think. And then sort of a couple of big ones, and as gifts and things. So yeah. Oh, you know what I've done? Oh no, I did put it on the wrong side. Okay, good. Right, okay, so let those dry. Just see if there's anything else. Right, that's a nice one. Don't want to guess what it. I think I know what it is, but I can't speak offhand. I mean, I know what that is, and that rose, obviously oak tree. That one is, no, I don't, maple. No, oh, I don't know. Anyway, I'm not, like I say, I shouldn't really guess because I'm just not that good at identifying leaves. That's lovely. I love the red in it. I would be very tempted to use the back side of that just because it's so gorgeous. In fact, I'm going to put some of this on just to protect it. and then I'll decide what I want to do, because I've been thinking about making a little leaf garland. I'll do both sides of this one to protect it. Now I know I'm not gilding yet, quite yet, but I will. All I did was stipple using the sort of like this type of brush, just forget what it's called now, stippling brush, and it's quite hard. There is a bit of softness, but it's quite hard, so I just sort of brushed it over and trying not to do it too heavily. So anybody making Christmas journals, I'd love to know, and also if you are, what sort of style are you going for? I mean, or are you going for a style, or are you just winging it and just, you know, creating something pretty, or, you know, what are you doing with it? So this is the dilemma that I have, is sort of, I do love to see everybody's different styles, but I struggle with what I want to do myself. Part of me wants, I think this is why I'm going to do quite a few of them, because yeah, I want to do lots of different styles, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, no, I could, that one's very fragile, put it in the back. I could oh, what was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say there. Sorry. I hope you liked the things that I showed you in my show and tell. They're just beautiful things. I'm really lucky. Let's see if there's anything. There's another oak one there, but smaller and a bit misshapen. And that one's got glue on it actually, so I'm not sure what happened there. This is from my, what's it called? It comes out in spring. Camellia? No. Peony. It's from my peony. I'm going to put some I'm going to try and protect it a little bit. So anyway, I'm just winging this. I'm just, you know, oh yes, I was talking about the lovely things, wasn't I? Yeah, I'm all over the place. Yeah, I felt very lucky to have some of those things. There was a couple of things that I didn't show you that I completely forgot about, because I got them before I left, and I will show you at some point, but I don't want to saturate you with all these things. Right, so this should be nearly dry. I'm wondering whether to do the other side, and maybe add, will that be enough? No, I don't think I will, because I don't know for sure if they're not going to be, well no, that hasn't turned out shiny, so I think I will put some on this side as well. I'm just going to put a very thin coat on though, just because I don't want these to break anymore. So there's a lot of broken ones in there, so I'd like them not to break anymore. And I'll show you the ones that I pressed. I mean, I've got a lot that I've pressed, leaves that I've pressed this year, but so I'll just show you a few. Okay, because some of them are still pressing. Is that the right phrase? Oh, what do we have here? This is tiny rose, but oh, it's bent and broken. Okay. I'm going to take that off and we'll just have that, and it's really tiny and sweet, so I'm going to try and preserve it. So what you can hear in the background is something I didn't tell you the other day, and maybe now is the right time. So I came back from my daughter's with a dog, with a puppy, a 1-year-old puppy. He's not, you know, tiny puppy. Well, he is tiny for a start, but he's not a new puppy. He's a 1-year-old, and he is a Dachshund. Now, look at that. Right, what I'm going to do is just put some tape over the top of that so it doesn't break. So he is a 1-year-old Dachshund, or Dachshund. I never know. Called Rudy. Now, he came from my sister's. Works at a school. My daughter works as a therapist in a special needs school, and she, you know, there's a lot of people working there. It's a large school, and she has some friends who have Dachshunds, and he is adorable. He was being bullied by another doggy in the household, another Dachshund. Oh my word. Yeah, Dachshund in the household. And bless him, he has lots of little nips on his ears where it's taken nips out of his ears. Sad. Anyway, my daughter, I would never, this is nothing against Dachshunds at all. We all like what we like, but I was never a big fan of them. My sister had a couple years and years ago. You do tend to see them in couples, don't you? Like in 2 or 3. There's a little tear there as well. I'm going to try and fix that one. I'm not sure what's going on with this tape. It doesn't seem to be gluing very well. I'll just pop a bit of that glue off the top. What was I saying? Yeah, so anyway, I could never see myself with them. But anyway, I have been looking for a little dog, companion dog, and so my daughter took it upon herself to introduce me to, or to get her friend who was looking to rehome him, just to come and visit me, and while I was at her house. So yeah, sneaky. Anyway, so he came and stayed with us while I was there for a few days, and he is adorable, but I decided no. And then Jen, in her wisdom, kept him on for a few more days, or a couple more days, and in the end I said yes. So I brought him home. So he's here. Rudy is here in my house with my cat Bobby, and we're trying to get used to him. He's a little well, then he's very calm for a Dachshund, very calm, and he doesn't bark, which is brilliant, because they can be little barkers. Okay, so I think I've fixed that to some degree, and then when I do the other side, I'm going to put it on now, put it on the other side. Hopefully it will be completely fixed. And then if I do add gold, it will hopefully strengthen it even more. But it's a beautiful colour, this one. So yeah, so Rudy is getting used to being in my house, but he seems to be relieved not to be having to fight with his companion dog back at his old house. He's settled in so quickly. It was, you know, surprising was one thing, but Bobby is initially was ignoring him, because Bobby is used to having dogs come and visit because of my sister's dog coming to visit, and then I had Cara, my daughter's dog, over the summer for 10 days or so. And oops, I'm going to put that on over here to the back, but it's such a pretty leaf, I don't want to not use it. So this one's drying out, so I think it's a shame because it doesn't have any texture. So when the gold goes on it, I might just put it on the edge. Let's just see how it works. It's quite strong smelling, this. Right, now in that case I need to just, so what I like about rose leaves is they've got these lovely jaggedy edges, and I'm hoping that will just highlight these jaggedy edge, serrated edge. So I will update you on how Rudy gets on in the coming videos, but he is delightful. But we're trying to get used to a routine, and it's as strange for me as it is for him, put it that way. And like I say, I wouldn't have gone for a dachshund, so I don't know why I have trouble with that. Purely, you know, I mean, this seems like a horrible thing to say, but purely on looks, you know, I wouldn't have, because they're just, some things appeal to us, like ginger cats appeal to me. I love ginger and tortoiseshell cats, even though I've got a black cat, although I love my black cat. He's adorable, I love him, but, you know, things that we have preferences for, and I was hoping for a fluffy little dog, and I've now got a sleek black and brown tan dog who looks like a bit foxy. And I love foxes, so that's okay too. I'm really rambling. What about that? Do you like that? Do you like it? Have a look, see if you can see the gold. Not sure you can see it. There we go, it's better. Just going to bring the gold in a little bit, just sort of, well, I don't want it too strong, but yeah, I want it to sort of just have a light sort of, a lightness of touch around the edge. Maybe it will help details to stand out. So yeah, that's my news. We're getting used to each other, we're getting to know each other. He is adorable, there's no denying it. He's not fully house trained to my mind, and what I would describe as house trained. Okay, I put a little bit too much on there, but it's okay. It still looks really nice. So I'm dealing with that. I mean, he for the most part, he is, but you know, apparently dachshunds do have problems. Anybody with a dachshund will know, I guess. Or maybe yours is, if you have one, yours is a good one and doesn't have any issues, but you know, it doesn't make them bad dogs, they just have issues sometimes. I'm very, very careful about, you know, taking him out and making sure he's got lots of toilet breaks and things like that. So trying to think if there's anything else. He's tiny, tiny, tiny little thing. He's slightly underweight, so I need to get his weight up. I like that. It's looking nice. Trying to think if there's anything else. So yeah, brought him home. Been watching lots of videos about them to try and learn more about them, because I don't know anything about them. We had Ralph, our little Border Lakeland Terrier, for 17 years, and you know, I can tell you all about him and his breed, but I can't tell you anything about Dachshunds. Yeah, I think this light touch is much better on this leaf. I think that's gorgeous. I'm loving it. I'm going to put it on the stem as well. Like I say, you know, this goes a long way, this wax. It's well worth the money, and it wasn't expensive. As you probably know, I don't buy expensive. I do talk about that. Try and get into this one. So I know it wouldn't have been that expensive, but you know, maybe £6–7 something, but well worth it, because it lasts such a long time. Goes, so I suppose it depends what you're doing with it, really. But yeah, there's a lot left in there. Did have a lovely time when I was down, staying with my son and daughter-in-law, and then my daughter and my grandchildren, and just lovely. I had a lovely time. Went out a few places. We went to a pumpkin patch. I should put some photographs up, but I'm wary of putting photographs of the grandchildren, so maybe just 1 or 2 of this scenery or something. There we go. Happy with that. I think that's beautiful. That's one going there. Right, any more that are dry? I think this definitely should be dry by now. Oh no, it's not quite, but it's okay because we're doing this. I think I've done the wrong side. It's very flexible. See, when it's been... Or maybe I'll just put it on some glue side. I'm going to do this one. This is very... right, what should we do here? I'm going to go over... Now, I don't have to do them all in gold, of course, you know. Last year I stitched through some of them. That was nice. But these would look lovely hung up in a, put too much on there. And once you've put it on, it's, you can't really take it off in that easy way, maybe. Or maybe you can. I just seem to be rubbing it in rather than taking any off. But actually I think this is probably enough for this one. Don't want to overdo it. It's quite delicate. Oops. Well, let's get some on the edge. Nice serrated edge again, but well, not quite in the same way as the rose, but still nice edging. You know, jaggedy edge, raggedy edge. There we go. Happy with that one. Oh, how's this one doing? Well, it's drying. This is the rose where I love the back of it, and is it rose? Not sure, it looks a bit, yeah, I'm not sure. No, I don't think it is rose, is it? Oh, it could be. It could be. Well, let's see. I try and follow the lines of the leaf. Oh dear. Oh well, this is going to be one of them. That's okay, you know, it's good to have a variety. And I have the back as well, so I could, if I didn't like the front of it, I can use the back. So I'm going to just try and rub this in a bit. It's a shame about that, but never mind. It's still nice, very nice. Yeah, it's too much. You just can't get it off once it's on. Okay, got a bit overzealous with this one, but never mind. Let's do the edge. Get it to really stand out. So, of course, I mean, these make perfect autumn decorations, but they will look lovely in a Christmas journal as well, hence me doing them. But actually, I haven't quite decorated yet properly for autumn, so I'm going to be doing that this week. So I did make a start. I've got pumpkins, my felt pumpkins that I made over the last few years, a few of them, and they're out. But I've got some dried flowers and you know, got other things that I can be putting up that I will, because I do like decorating for it. I'd like to have done a wreath. I was planning on doing a wreath, but I didn't get around to it yet, so maybe I won't. But no, nice, different. It's a lot lighter now. Very gold. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put more gold on here. Looking at the others now, I feel like these would benefit from more gold on. Yeah, why not? There we go. Okay. Look at this one now. I haven't done anything with this. I need to consider how I'm going to protect it, but also put some gold on it. I mean, I could just put gold there and then rub it in the gold. Does that work? Yes, it does. Well, wow, how about that? This is an insect-eaten leaf. More rub. Oh, well, that was my own fault that I did that, because I was, you know, got a bit too clever for my own good. How about that then? That's really pretty. Just from rubbing it in, so nothing is going to waste. There we go. A bit more maybe. Very nice. Happy with those. Okay, let's go back to this and let's just do a little bit more dry brushing on it, because I feel like it could do with a bit more. seems like there's nothing much on it, but then it does that and then ruined it. Oh. Shouldn't have. I licked my finger then. That was a bit silly. But it won't come off. So just be aware of that. Once you've done it, it's there. So what I do then is I will come from the other side a little bit, so just so it doesn't look so odd. There. It's a shame, I was just overzealous. But yeah, never mind. Never mind. I have roses in my garden, I could press them, but actually I quite like that. I thought it was just a bit too you know, not really. Right, this is still drying. Not sure what I'm going to do with this. I do think it would benefit from having a bit of gold in it though. It's just a bit damp there, but I'm wondering if I can just rub it in. Like that. And then it just gets a little bit on it. See? I hope you can see. Softer, more like splatters, but not splatters. I'll put a little bit more on there. Let's see. Being very, very light because I don't want to make the same mistake. And being over. That's so pretty. Still, it might look like I was being a bit heavy-handed then, but I wasn't. I was just still very light. Just a bit more. Yeah. Yeah, I like to go out in autumn and pick leaves and things and branches, you know, and bring them in and fill vases with the branches and maybe a few pine cones here and there, and you know what the things that we like to do just to decorate our home with natural things. It's much nicer than going and paying a fortune for expensive flowers that are, you know, are out of season type of thing. There we go. I'm happy with that. I don't want any more on there. I'm thinking it would be nice with some around the edge, but it's a bit too fragile, I think, to do that. Yeah, I'm not going to risk it. So I'm happy with that one as well now. Is there any that I haven't done that I'd like to see? So let's do this one again. Let's do it the same. No, it's not going to work. I think this one, let's try it. Trying to bring the shape of the veins in it. This is the spring one. I can't remember the name. I did remember it and I've forgotten it again. My brain is just addled. Oh my goodness me. Goldfinger. Right, so there we go. So I don't think I need any more. Oh no, I do like it on the edges. Can you see on the edge there? Here? That is really nice when you lift it up to the light. It makes it quite special actually. You know, happy accidents. I was saying about doing the journal, the Christmas thing. Yeah, I want to do different styles. You know, when I watch videos of different artists on YouTube, they do really inspire me, and to have a go at their style, you know. I like, what I haven't done for quite a few years is an art journal, or like I mean, I have quite a few of them here, but then they're maybe not what you might expect. They're not colourful at all because I just didn't do colour. And I still struggle sometimes with colour, but not as much. I used to not do anything colourful. I'm going to have to glue that on. It's not going to go on without a bit of glue. Not that brush. Come on, Julie. Where's my brush gone? It's probably looking... Oh, there it is. I was going to say, it's probably looking straight at me, and I've just... could use the smaller bit, actually. Let's do that. You may not be able to see it, it's tiny, but it's there, and I feel like it needs to be protected. So there we go, and I'll trim off. So yeah, just a very simple activity. I'm sitting at my desk, you know, enjoying the afternoon, quiet afternoon. I haven't been sleeping, so my brain is a bit fried, excuse me. And so this sort of thing is, you know, quite nice, because I don't have to think too hard about it. And it, you know, I was just doing it for myself, and then I thought, well, I'll switch the camera on and share it, and if anybody else is interested. Yeah. Oh, I love that. I hope you can see the edges. They really look gorgeous. Long there. Beautiful. I'm really happy I've done that. Okay, right. So I'm going to put the lid on for now, because with this, oh yeah, that one. I'm just going to rub it in a little bit more. See if I can get a bit more on it. Oh, I did get more on it, but it's not what I wanted. See? But never mind. It's too much, but it doesn't matter. I should have just used my finger, shouldn't I? I'm just going to do a little bit more. It's still gorgeous. Actually, I think this one would benefit from the edges being done. Oh yes, I said that, didn't I? But it's too fragile, so I'm going to leave it for now. Right, I think I've done enough. Should we do this one? Yeah, let's do this one. I'm just going to follow the lines. I think I want to get it onto my finger and rub it onto my fingers and get some of this off my fingers. I've even got some on the nail there. Looks pretty on the nail. Well, let's rub it in. A bit harder than the other one because it's more robust. Let's see if it picks up any. Oh, picked up a lot. I love that. There we go. That's breakable, but it's not. I don't think it is going to break. It has the potential to break, but because I've put that stuff over the top, it's not breaking. But I might want to protect it. Right, well, I've got quite a few. Guys, I'm just going to finish off with around the edge in this one because I like the look of it. I should put some glitter around some, shouldn't I? Is that going too far? Some of you will be saying, yes, it is, Junie. But some will be saying, no, you can put glitter on everything. Okay. Yeah, I've been taking it easy today. Just because I just haven't slept, and it's partly to do with the animals. Bobby's all over the place because I left when I mean, he had a pet sitter coming in and spending time with him and things like that, but he was he's all over the place with his food, all over the place. He's wanting to be fed at 4 o'clock in the morning, so he's waking me up every morning at 4 o'clock, which is a nightmare. And then he comes back at 6 o'clock wanting more. So I don't understand where he's at, what he's doing, what he's playing at. Right, actually, you know what I want to do? Because this is the wrong side, if you like, I want to see if it picks up. Because it doesn't matter if it's not what I want. Because it's on there, see? Because I just wondered if it would highlight no, it hasn't. I thought it might highlight the veins a little bit more, but it hasn't. It's just, it's picked up some of the gold off. So I think I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm just gonna take a photograph of them and put it up, and see, I want to keep going. That's the thing, I just want to keep going because they just look so nice. So I do recommend it. It's a nice thing to do, and have them in your stash. They're not going anywhere. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this little craft along with me, and I will do some more, and I will show you when I've done them. But these are the few. I'm going to take them off here. I only did a few really, but a few is enough to get started. So let's see, that one, maybe we need something behind them to look, more. I didn't do that one, did I? No. This one, it's nice to put the colours as well, I think I put that there, that one there. That's not going to sit there, is it? There. Oh look, aren't they gorgeous? I'll put that on the top of there. And then we have one more. Where shall I put this one? Here. There we go. Aren't they beautiful? I mean, that alone would be lovely in a little frame or something. But yeah, with the background. I'm not sure what background, but I think it would look nice with the background. That needs to come this way. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm really happy with that, with those. and I'll take a photograph, and I will put this video up. So hope you enjoyed that little craft with me, and I will be back for more very soon. So take care everyone, bye for now.